And we're back. Kinda, sorta.
Right. We are back. How was everybody doing?
Yeah. Whoops. And there he went. Come back. He hit the button as soon as we got here. All right. Jody, Chuck, howdy, fellers. Dad obviously has some technical issue. Why not? Let me. You think his computer ran out of juice? Here you go.
No. All I wanted to do was connect my computer to the StreamYard, and it went, "Hey, we got this great offer for you." Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be a stream without me freaking disappearing at some point. So
yeah, well, glad we got that out of the way.
All right, everybody can see everybody in the chat. There we go. That's what I was looking to do.
Yeah.
We're here. Yay.
Yep. Well,
so we have some stuff this week, don't we? We have some stuff going on.
Looks like, yeah, but looks like everybody made it to the South Florida drone meetup.
Yeah.
I only know of one Neo that turned into a submarine, a Neo 2 that made it into a submarine.
Really? How did that happen?
Ran out of battery.
Really?
Flying over the water and had on return to home, and apparently he ran out of battery, and that thing just, he's got a very good video of it. Yeah. It shows the path home and everything, and then it says, nope, that's it, out of battery. And it just goes down and down and down and down until
so it didn't give them an ample amount of time.
No, it's
just, is it user error?
Well, it's a COSAT video, so you tell me.
I mean, you can lose stuff. Okay, I showed you that. I showed you that last week. Stuff will just fall out of the sky. I understand that. I'm not going to pass judgment here. until you've walked through a mile of tamarisk. So I'm not going to say anything.
Not everybody can be as talented as you. And
yeah, well, it was windy here too. I think there was a cold front that kind of went through, and everybody got nailed with that cold front and the wind. And
well, Chuck was actually down there. He should have extended his stay a little and just stuck around for the meetup. But I get it. You want to get home too. After being away from home for a couple of days. So
yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on. We got one more party to get rid of. We have one more party to do, a wedding party. It's the home wedding party. So I've been, trimming bushes and cutting grass and trying to get my pool finished. Basically, there's this little strips of tile that they put on just for some aesthetics. I don't have much fanciness to this pool. So they put these tiles in, and then he used the silicone grout. Well, it got cold overnight and it got windy. Well, the cold and the wind blew all these little tiny seeds around. So all that grout got full of these little tiny seeds.
Yeah.
So Thursday, he has to come back and he's going to have to carve it out. I mean, and then it's been raining, and I'm like, dude, you're going to be done with this thing. I mean, he was done like last week. It was finished. I could put water in it right now. But so that's that. And then what happened on Sunday, my water heater stopped working. So the water heater guy's been here, and of course he upsold us into a bunch of other crap.
Yeah.
So Now I got now I've got a what do you call it? A water softener. Freaking, I'm a sucker, man. Anyway, so as
Water
far as playing
softener
drum,
actually do make sense, but you definitely need RO wherever you gonna have the need drinking water. So
anyway, I was never against the water softener. I just never historically had one. And of course, I've got hard water issues in different places. But anyway, of course, we didn't buy the 6-year freaking plan. We bought the 12-year plan, which costs even more. So I was just, I,
did you go regular tanked or tankless
I,
on the
I,
water?
I couldn't. Tankless is so much more expensive. I mean, I already paid a lot, but I would like a tankless system. I really would. I think maybe.
I'm not entirely sold on the tankless units.
I mean, I don't have, if I still had 4, kids living in my house where I was using a ton of hot water, I just don't. I don't. My wife uses, a bathtub, which pretty much empties a 50-gallon tank.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
here's the way I look at it. Okay. And I was supposed to install a tankless unit for my ex-mother-in-law years ago.
Uh-huh.
And that really got me to thinking because she had a gas water heater and she actually went and bought a gas tankless water heater.
Oh, yeah.
And the existing water heater had a 3/8 line going to it. And I'm like, okay. And I look at the specs for the tankless unit, and it needs a 1-inch line going to it. That's not 3 times. I mean, that's multiple times more sizes. Going from 3/8 to 1 inch. I don't know what the percentage is going up, but it's more than just 3 times the size. It's like 8 or 9 times the size. It's absolutely mind-boggling. I'm like,
Huh.
how much gas is this thing gonna suck
Yeah.
trying to heat up water? So you have a small line, you keep water warm at all times, or you have to use a shit ton of energy to get water hot on a real quick.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the right gas. I'm almost sure I got 3/4 going to the flexible line. I think that's what most.
Actually, most would be 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch. I would have to look at the pipe. But
And a 1/2 inch line almost looks 3/4 because it's 1/2 inch in ID. So it's what point. It's a little over 3/4 on the outside.
yeah.
And
Yeah. So anyway,
it's really hard to tell the difference between the two.
so that was fun.
Yeah.
That was
So
super
when
fun.
I have these electric water, tankless water heaters, I'm like, how much energy are you burning up on that thing? I think
Yeah.
the case scenario where you want it, like where you at now, where you only have 2 people and you only need hot water every so often.
I'd have to
If
have
you
a,
have a house full
wouldn't
of
that thing?
people and you need hot water constantly, you always want to stick with the tank unit.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's all water under the bridge.
Money out
Hopefully
of the
water in
account.
the swimming pool.
Money
The
out
what
of
my
the
little
account.
swimming pool, I don't have a very big swim. It's like 40 by, 25 or something. So it's
Yeah.
not a big, it's just a big rectangle.
It's
I'm
it's
excited
a
to get some
hole it's
water
a
in it.
hole in the yard that sucks up money.
Yeah. So I'd like to, but right now it's just it rained. I'm just the only thing that's filling up the pool now is rainwater. So hopefully this weekend, the next Monday, I'll have water in it. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
now you gotta clean the damn thing
Yeah, it's
and
more
do the
difficult to clean it
chemical.
now because the cover's off of it, so it just fills up with garbage. The wind blows and I'm just in there with a broom, and then if it rains like it did, the rain turns all that yard refuse into. And then of course it's trapping lizards and spiders, and I've
Uh,
already rescued 2 lizards out of there.
Chuckster is wondering if the OG Pocket 3 extended battery works on the Pocket 4, I guess.
Yes, that's what I heard it does. Maybe I'm confusing that with the Sphera, or the Extra. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I was saying all I know is the battery is much better. So you don't need that extra battery handle. Uh, I guarantee there's a battery handle that is going to be created for it. There's a lot of accessories, and like you're saying, there's a lot of there's a light attachment, and if that light attachment sucks more juice, you're going to need a bigger battery. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like the same size. It looks like the same little fingers. Um, so we won't know. It says camera looks like maybe VNDs will work, but I'm yeah, I don't know. And it like this last drop, it seems like a month later will I even touch it. So I'm hoping that they put it on Amazon right away or something. So
Well, the light, I think the light has its own battery.
oh, okay. Oh, it's chargeable. I see. That would make sense. Have its own internal battery. That would be nice. Because it only needs to work. Uh oh, the light may be an extra battery too. Yeah, that's an idea where it has it would be another energy source. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, I'm not sure that light battery is going to be of any.
Yeah, it's gonna be teeny. It's gonna be teeny if it is anything.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean it's LED. They don't need a whole lot of juice. So yeah, but Pocket 4. I know you are. And looks like Chuck is in the market too.
yeah, I after dinking around with the Action 5 and the Action 6 and if you really look at the quality of the images, I don't really like the skin tones in most, the the Insta360, um like their action cameras, the skin tones are, kind of magenta and white, and
Well,
the pockets are really good. They've
if you
all of the
need to get
pockets
rid
are good.
of the Action 6, just let me know. I'll gladly take it off your hands.
The Action 6. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of both my actions. When the
No more
new
action for
pocket
you.
comes, I'll I'm actually thinking about GoPro. GoPro is supposed to come out with a new camera, and I might try them out. They have their own mic system with it now. We need to look at that. That though they have a couple of different drops today of information, but they're supposed to come third quarter. So that's not until Christmas, that the GoPro. So GoPro is they're making noise, but there's going to be Insta360 cameras way before that. And I'm a Insta360 camera fanboy, even though
And
but
how about that? Brad's here. Howdy, fella.
to me, the cameras to own, are the pockets. Even the Pocket 2 is. I've been actually every once in a while I'll look to see, I'll get a little nostalgic, and I'll look back at the Pocket 2s that people have out. You can still buy battery handles really cheap for those. The camera's good. It's very dependable. The image quality is good. It's got a good follow on it. But the Pocket 3 and the extra cameras, the extra, what's it called again?
Whatever it is.
The extra Muse, yeah. Um, for yeah, if they're under 300, if they're under $400, like 300 something, if you're just vlogging and you're not doing any action, anything, you're not gonna, film in the rain, you're not gonna be in any kind of extreme condition. Like when I was standing in the ocean shooting pictures with my Canon, I had my action 6 was hanging from my wrist, and if it would have fell in the ocean, it wouldn't have mattered. I was holding tight to my other camera, but you need that. It's nice to vlog with it. It's still, you don't want to vlog with a point and shoot camera or a DSLR camera. Well, that's sucky vlogging. Vlogging is still going to be the gimbal camera. So I'm actually more excited for the Insta360, what they call it. What are they calling that one? They got a name for it. It's we got to put some names to these.
We're getting an installment of Insta360.
Yeah, they've got their camera coming. It's
action camera or a 360 camera.
No, it's going to be a gimbal camera. But the question is there actually is another one that they showed, but it doesn't look like the one that, it looks like two cameras. There's one that has, remember for April Fool's Day, they put that one goofy one on. I do believe that's real. I do believe they have a camera that's a gimbal camera that has opposing lenses, and that is going to be cool. That you'll have that 360 camera with the two spherical lenses, and Insta360's got really good video quality, so we know that. So
yeah, that virtual gimbal they got in the X5 is pretty nice.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the X5
good, actually.
The X5 is not going anywhere, and it's just too good. The X4 was easy to get rid of. The X5 is not easy to get rid of because it works too good. I need a camera to do bike reviews, and that's the perfect bike review camera. I'm not ever gonna part with the X5 for any reason except for a better version. If they can make a smaller version of that, or I don't know, one with, I don't know how you're gonna make that better. X6. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to make it better, to be quite honest.
Well, I love my X5, and I think I'm going to hang on to that for quite some time.
I
guess everybody's getting their Avata 360 delivered now. I've seen a lot of posts on that.
Yeah, the shipping dates are right now. There's stuff shipping right now. There is.
Yeah, all the guys that went in on release day and placed their pre-orders, or they're rolling in now.
Yeah, the Korean ones, that's where I purchased mine, was from Korea.
When it finally released, you could get it off Amazon for about half a day for next day delivery. But I haven't pulled the trigger on that thing yet. I don't think I'm going to either. And we've discussed this.
It's got a lot of to me, if you're gonna, it's got to replace something. And it can't replace the Avata 2, because the Avata 2, any of the side-by-sides I saw with the Avata 2, the Avata 2 is still better. It's just easier to fly. It performs really good in full manual. People that already fly it in manual are good with it. And it doesn't seem like that DJI is going to want to release any kind of manual operation for this one because the lenses are so fragile. I just think that there's just too much downside to crashing. If you have two lenses, one is always on the bottom one's always going to be in crash mode. I guess the only exception would be if you flipped it up and then you had the front facing lens, and there's nothing protecting that. So it will be broken if it does anything but land. And FPV is about kind of flying a little crazy, you know? So
we all miss Warren. You're not the only one. Yeah, he's been, and he will be thoroughly missed in the community because he was everywhere. So, but no, we discussed it before. I think the Akirasha, remember? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've had an award. They created the Warren Akirasha Award and gave it out at the South Florida drone meetup to Rodney Bell.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of a neat award where basically you frequent a lot of channels. You're very active in the community kind of thing.
So anyway, now we talked about the Iwata 360, and I think that thing has a design flaw. I think that the cameras are not in the best place for the most performance.
No, the stitch line is in a vulnerable spot, which is right and straight in front of you.
Yeah.
It's not angled down or angled away. It's right there. I really agree with that.
It's angled down as you travel forward because the whole drone is.
I do have an image that I just want to share. This is the Nunya. That's the camera that we were kind of just segueing a little bit. I found this little thing.
Yeah.
So this is the Nunya right here. Now this, a lot of people looked at this as, okay, this is the April Fool's joke, but it's actually a concept that's possible.
Can you make that video big? Click on that.
I can. I don't know how to make it big without. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, here's the. So this to me could be a real concept. There's nothing about it that isn't possible. But the problem is both lenses are facing forward, so it's more than likely a binocular. So it's maybe one is doing depth and the other one. So it might be like three, like a I forget what they call that. But this is a possible concept. This is where you get real deep bokeh. I don't see anything like spectacular with the. Oh, there we right there. That's the 360 image right there. Now that to me is very interesting. If this can be really done, and I think it is possible. And the stitch line is in the middle, just like you're talking about, right? One end and the other end. That's how good 360 images are. They're left and right, and then you can move that stitch line where it's impossible to get nailed, with the direction you want it. That just looks, and of course you've got this. Now that is a little bit farcical, or that's where it's starting to get a little crazy. But they're talking about modularity, and this is all getting into garbage. Because they did so that's all fake. But this original idea at the beginning is not impossible. And more than likely their camera is going to be this, obviously without the, the opposing, but it's kind of a neat concept. So But the Nunya is a real product. It's just this might not be it. I just thought it was kind of cool.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Here's probably what it is. This is probably what the real camera is. There you see this modular piece right here. This looks a lot like their RS. They had this same kind of connectivity. This looks real on the left there. That definitely looks real. And then of course the modular battery, with the, so this is probably what the Luna is. And I guarantee they have a pro version, just like Insta360, or excuse me, just like DJI. They probably have a 1-inch version and a pro version with a multiple lens kind of, but they're saying it's different. It's way different than. So anyway, those are the camera leaks other than what we know is the DJI camera that's coming out in 2 days. So I just thought I'd throw that out. The other one, well, I'm just gonna get rid of all this stuff at once so we can get rid of. Oh, here we go. That's the Luna front right there. That's probably either the regular Luna or the Pro of some kind. That's probably what it's gonna be.
Luna, it's
yeah. So, and the other one that came out today is this one right here. This is the GoPro stuff, and that is a micro four thirds lens adaptation. So that basically allows for micro four thirds lenses attaching. There's their mics. There's their mic kit. So they're going to go with their own mics, but this stuff is once again going to be, way late for the party. There's going to be 3 cameras out by the other 2 companies by the time this hits the market. So this is the other one. There's the probably a telephoto wide angle, right? Is that what it is? Let's see. And then of course and this is supposed to be a 1-inch open gate square sensor. So that's potentially where, if these guys would just get their act together, I would love to try the GoPro again. I would love for them to win the game, and own my heart for action. It would be nice to bring it home, so there's they call it the mission series, mission 1. And there's the micro four thirds module. There's I don't know if these are the same camera or that's mission 1 Pro. And that's one.
That looks like it has interchangeable lenses on it.
Yeah. And then this one is the base model. So it looks like 3 models. Obviously that one would have to be, that one would carry the lens kits. So they're 50 megapixel. There's the open gate 1-inch.
4K 120. Damn.
Yeah. Well, this one says 4K 240. That's the low end. Yeah. The low end is freaking a huge step forward. If they can keep track of, if they, this thing's got its own chip for sure. It's got its own image processor.
Open gate, 4K 120, 4x3.
I mean, just that camera alone.
3 of them. Mission
pre-order May 21st.
1080p at 960.
Yeah, that's some freaking super fast slow motion. 960. So we're gonna look at the wings of a freaking bee now.
Hummingbird. That's what?
Hummingbird, yeah. I know hummingbird shots or whatever. All right. Are you done? Are you cameraed out by now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit the FPV world here.
You can slow it down 32 times.
Dang.
If you take it down to 30 frames per second.
That is nuts.
If you take it down by to 24 frames per second, you're at 40.
It's saying, did you notice that at the bottom of the Mission 1 Pro, it says thermal control? That's interesting.
Well,
what thermal control means, I don't know what that means.
That's a known fact. Most action cameras, they like to overheat.
Yeah, I get you. I get you there. This one looks like it says it's got cinema color ability. So if they can just get the face right, I know we're not getting any younger here, but I mean, being pink and red is really, I'm really getting sick of that. And the only camera right now that keeps me in the right color format is either my APS-C camera or my pocket camera, or the one camera that does do a little bit better job is the X5 is doing a pretty good job. I'm actually kind of happy with what that's been doing. But for some reason, DJI lost their way in the color profiles with your action cameras. I've corrected it a little bit with the NDs. If you get an ND filter on there, you can correct that skin tone much better. You get that really high ISO and a little bit, more subtle, because it has to open that sucker up so far, when you get into low light. But if it's really bright, it's trying to compensate down and trying to keep all the shadows and in the dynamic range, and it makes your face look like a freaking mess. So.
All right.
Anyway, that's it. We're cameraed out.
That's enough for a camera.
So, all right. I'm with you on that. I've had enough. I am with you. Let's talk about some freaking flying stuff.
Well, let's start with Walksnail firmware update.
We've got a lot of information there.
It's been a while since Walksnail released a new firmware, and this latest one seems to be a good step forward from what they've been having. And they also released a new VTX, which looks a whole lot more like a polished product than some afterthought. So let me pull that up. I'll take a look, see it. We have, where is that? We'll go with that. All right, we have the GT2. There seems to be some confusion if it's the GT2 or the GTV2.
Yeah, I thought it was the GT2. I mean, I think it's the same one. It looks the same.
Yeah, no, this is definitely the GT2.
Yeah, it's the right shape. It's a little bit fatter, but it's small. What is it? What's the pattern on it?
We got 20 by 20 on the inside and 25 by 25 on the outside.
Okay.
We have SD card slot on one side.
Nice.
And
That's really nice. That's just super nice to have. Just,
they finally have a freaking USB port. I mean, a regular USB port on the side of this thing right
that's
there.
right. That's another
USB-C.
huge step forward.
God, that was so freaking overdue. The antenna connectors now MMCX,
Hmm.
which should hold up a little better than the UFL antennas.
Just nice little plug and play.
You've got the
256 gig.
256 card goes in there. It records in 1080p. But I mean, let's see. There's the Type C. So,
Yeah, just I mean, we're finally at the in the modern era here. We finally updated.
custom OSD, you can load all sorts of fonts in that thing to have on your goggles, which makes it really interesting. I've actually ordered one. And I'm going to stick it into, I'm going to stick it into this thing here. The AOS long range. Because it is a long range VTX. Why not put it in a
Yeah,
long range quad?
yeah, that's
So this will be my little experiment. I'm going to yank that existing walk now out of there, and everything will fit. And this should be very interesting. So yeah, I'll be toying around with that a bit. And then I've got another delivery today. But anyhow, yeah. So
yeah, that's a welcome addition. We got some flexibility with the Goggles X, and people that own those Goggles X's, I mean, I met they need to have some hope. And I mean, if you're going to get a newcomer and want to buy those goggles, you want to have hope that you want to have expandability into wherever those companies are going, and to have the artisan system in Goggles X. It just makes it gives you some hope.
well, let's see how well this comes out. Let's see if this. So what you see on the left is the new GT2 versus the old GT on the right. And looking on my TV over here, it does not come out right on the stream. It's too much for the stream to handle.
You can see it okay from my standpoint. You can definitely see the better quality video on the left, the much more clearer, better contrasty, better just
The thing is,
usable.
He's got it mounted on an RC car,
Right.
and the GT2 is not on the gimbal, where the original GT is on the gimbal, and that dampens it a bit. So, but yeah, it's a pretty good comparison between the two generations. I'm pretty sure he's run on the same firmware on both of them. So they've definitely improved things a bit. Eat more possum in the house. Howdy, feller. Watching from Knoxville, Tennessee. You gonna go knocking on Bartwell's door while you're there?
Knoxville.
You need his address, holler. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. So anyhow, yeah. So, and then I've done some shopping. Should I bring out the brick?
Yeah, bring it out.
Have I done any meetups lately and Kelly and Chris show up? I haven't done any meetups lately because I've been way too busy. And Kelly and Chris are working their freaking asses off. Um, we're supposed to go flying weekend after next. Is the plan. It's on the calendar. Now all we got to do is for Chris and Kelly to stay free that day and for the weather to cooperate, which this time of year it's freaking roulette. Well, you get been trying to fly for the past 3 weeks, and every weekend we had rain. So
yeah, we got rain for the last 2 days, and then a lot of wind.
That's anyhow, yeah.
That's been my story.
I was doing some AliExpress cruising, and I had a delivery today. The old full send battery. I mean, you all know I've got that 7.5 inch over there that I need a battery for, and according to Deep Space FPV, the manufacturer of that frame, was an 8,000 milliamp hour battery. I should get 30 minutes of flight time. How much do you think I'm going to get out of 10,000 milliamp hours?
So instead of buying an RPG, warhead, he bought a large battery.
A continuous discharge of 250 amps. It's a 25C pack. So to give it some, remember this thing?
Yeah.
My 10,000 mAh 6S battery. This has 12 to 24C. So it actually has less discharge rate than this thing.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think you're going to fly for
the size.
Yeah.
850 grams, 1,350 grams.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
160% more weight on this thing than on this puppy. And let's bring a quad here. And it fits like a champ. Got room for a camera in the front. I mean, that's a 7.5 inch bird. So
yeah, but that's pretty par for the course for that. I mean, you put that on that big bird. I mean, it's not so big at that point. That thing is a big drone. Hold it up like, yeah, the other direction. Like, there you go. That gives you more kind of a size to just make sense. And if you're, what's your VTX you're running on there? You're running.
This is that's actually DJI 04 Pro.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't have to do anything camera wise. You already got the camera that you need, and you just fly.
Yeah,
that is a big freaking package there.
This is a beast. Yeah, it's slightly over 250.
That's what she said.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to fire up the old scale. Well, it's almost sub 3 pounds. It's 1,566 grams. So Bert is 713. The battery is 853 or something. Yeah. So this is gonna be, yeah, but I bet you this thing's gonna have a whole lot more power than the Mavic 4.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna fly for, well, the Mavic 4 has the advantage of,
If I get half an hour flight time out of it, I'm gonna be over the moon.
I mean, you could get a big Lion pack for that thing too.
That is Lion.
Oh, it is. Oh shit.
This one is Lion.
Oh, I didn't know that. I assumed it was an old. Oh yeah, I guess for the
This
discharge
is
rate.
this is 21,700.
Oh wow. I totally
12
freaking
of
missed
them.
that. That is freaking a beast of a battery. That thing should give you with discharge, so you're going to be able to get a good, really long flight. I mean, it will. There's no way you're not going to get 30 minutes out of that with those giant props.
Yeah, it came in today, and no, after seeing it and feeling it, actually having it in my hand and putting it on the quad and everything, I'm like, fuck it. I already ordered a second one.
Yeah, that's going to give you.
I mean, these things are not cheap, but they're a hell of a lot cheaper coming from AliExpress than any of the dealers here in the States, or Steelers here in the States, I should say.
That'd be interesting. Did you put the timer on that and fly it? That would be a cool video.
So yeah, this is gonna be a fun experience. And then yeah, I mean, if nothing else, if they really don't pan out, having a battery like that out in the field to field charge your smaller batteries as you go.
Yeah. I mean, you could power a scooter with that thing. It's like a scooter battery.
Now I think this here is actually for trucks. I don't understand though. They've got a freaking XT90 on this for discharge connector. Was 12 to 24C, and this one is on XT60 connector on 25C. So some don't make a whole lot of sense here. But yeah, this lipo here, it's getting a little swollen. So
Yeah, that looks like one that needs to almost go into the saltwater bath. 1.1.
well, I checked all the cells. They're all within. They're all pretty close to each other. So
okay.
Yeah, the 1.21 gigawatts. Not quite, but it's what, 222 watt hours. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting maiden flight for that thing. What else do we have? Oh yeah, I've I got some goggles on the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had a goggle discussion this weekend, and actually, I think we talked about this maybe a year ago. We had discussions about the box goggles and um, basically just having a quick go-to so you can fly analog. You can if you needed to, you could hook up open IPC. But most of the goggles are super expensive. Um, except for these. The HD0, yeah.
This is what's coming my way. Linear dipoles on here, 2 patches under the front here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep these around. Well, the HD0 is just kind of a bonus thing, but if you go looking around, even used analog goggles these days are about as much as I paid for those. And half the analog goggles are freaking worthless because it's literally like looking at a 32-inch TV down a dark hallway.
yeah. I just think that if you need a set of goggles that you can just expand to or just pick up, and there's a certain quad, or a certain, you know and the biggest one is just having, like, I have no way of doing analog whatsoever. I have like zero way of flying any kind of analog bird whatsoever. And with that, you can fly digitally, you can fly analog, you can fly Wi-Fi, because you've got inputs for all of those things, and you've got built-in analog.
Analog is built in and HD0 is built in.
Right.
And it records analog and it records HDMI in. So if you have a module of some type on the front of those for either the Ascent or the new P1, Beta Artisan, KAP, whatever you want to call it, CAP.
Mm-hmm.
Put a 360 on that big bird. Yep. Actually, if I were to put a 360 on it, I'd probably put it on the bottom of it.
Put a little,
Because, I mean,
just a
you very
little.
rarely want to look above the quad when you're flying. Most time you want to see what's below it. So having the 360 camera under it.
Yeah, you'd
was
hang it
important.
and hang it from below, and you're just going to have a way to retrieve it, so you have to grab that. That's the big thing, is to not break it.
Load the back of the truck up was a big freaking phone. And just drop in the back truck. So anyhow, where's that thing? Yeah, because I really want to get into one of these things. The Lion B 3-inch runs on a single 18650 cell. Quad Mover did a video on this thing, and he's really giving it the beans. And even at full blast that he's flying, it's like he said he's got 9.5 minutes at full blast flying and about 20 minutes of just cruising.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get 15, 18 minutes out of it, with a little bit of mixed use, have to be worth it. I mean, this is an analog bird, so your video is not going to be all that great, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun little bird to take around the field. Of course, you have to put it together yourself, but that's not really a problem for me. So
got the
I think this will definitely be an interesting.
right. I think both of us have kind of been like wanting to do I remember when the 18650 high capacity cells first came out, you know, it's always been something that has always been intriguing to be able to have that ability to charge those.
Yeah, well, Dave C developed a little 3-inch was a lithium ion battery too way back when.
Right.
And they're just taking it a step further and kind of come up with a dedicated all-in-one flight controller that fits into that frame. And then it's a real frame rather than some 3D print. So how much is that kit? It's $160 for that kit. And then obviously you got your batteries, which is 2 batteries for $20. So, you know, $159.99. Hobby Howie destroyed his in 2 days. Put a new camera on there, no more. Yep. But I mean, there's other little birds coming available right now. Let's see, Beta FPV was that Air 65 now. Even though I said I'll never buy another Whoop again, but after Matt Tech's ringing endorsement of this thing, I might have to rethink that option yet. $100 for how much does the thing weigh? 18 grams.
Ooh.
Yeah. Analog has ERS receiver in it. It's a 5-in-1 board. That's the receiver, the VTX, the ESC, the flight controller. I mean, everything in one.
Well, a bit the Beta FPV, they've been nice to kind of play around with the little tiny whoops and the little whoop size stuff. I mean, I still have my kit. I still have my Beta FPV HD kit. It's great to fly. I can just throw it in a truck and quick to charge. And
yeah, or you can go with the Air 75, which gives you slightly larger prop. Same 5-in-1 flight controller. 25 to 400 milliwatt VTX.
to me, the quality is, obviously you're going to save money with with those systems. They're not super expensive, and they're not built like, they're built obviously to not the highest quality. It's hard to say because they're not crap. They're not built crappy. They're just obviously they're not going to take tons of beating, but they'll take enough beating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to explain when you're not.
Well,
You're getting a trainer, and that's what I like about that.
Yeah. Well, they're saying was the 480 milliamp hour battery supposed to get 7.5 minutes of flight time out of that Air 75,
Oh,
which
wow.
I
That's
think is
pretty good.
awful damn optimistic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usually it's 3 or 4 minutes at the most,
Yeah, I mean, most whoops that I had, you'd be lucky to get 3 or 4 minutes out of them. 2.5, 3 minutes is probably more like it. I mean, it's freaking $99. Okay, you need batteries and a charger to go with it, but I mean, if you dabble in this world, the same battery, same charger will work for several whoops. But I just managed to get rid of all my freaking whoop shit because I just washed my
Yeah,
hands off of it.
yeah, it is, it is something that you have to, um, yeah, you have to want to do because you have to have all these little batteries and then you have to manage them all. And that's the big thing is just, it's hard to do everything in the FPV hobby. So
Well, the thing with Beta FPV, they're freaking batteries. These blue and white batteries suck absolute ass.
yeah,
They did not have a good discharge on them. They're what, 30 C discharge. They absolutely suck ass. Sorry, there's no other way of putting that. Now they've come out with this new generation of batteries, the lava here, and it has what, 90 C on it.
yeah. I like that little, I like the little charger, the little.
Yeah, they have a 95 C discharge rating now.
See, I could use your big old battery to charge batteries right there. So there you go.
Yep.
It's a nice little charger. But you have to invest in things like this. You have to have all the little gadgetry, to
Yeah, and that Whoop store is a damn good charger.
so I think you told me to buy this one.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Kai, I gotta get going. Okay, I gotta go
Oh,
eat.
it's taco time.
No, yeah, I didn't. I just we had it was actually we had some good discussions going on, so it's been real good. So
Well, you have taco time. I'm gonna have taco time, and
yeah. I
everybody else have taco time. And if you remember on the way out, please hit that thumbs up button down there. We appreciate it. Where are we? Yeah, we need to hit a couple more thumbs here. Come on, guys.
Yeah, just if you would please, that would be nice. I need to thumb it as well. It's I usually do it with my phone.
Yeah, homie always says he put two bladed props on his and got 5 minute flight time. Not 2 minutes. Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah, give me a couple minutes. Let me put on the goggles, get comfy, fire up the control, and so. Uh, with a little luck, I might get to go fly this weekend and try this monster of a battery out, and I'll be reporting back with my findings. And you try not to lose any more Mavics. They're in the brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on overtime. We're dedicated people like that. So, all right. Well,
All righty, man.
any more words of wisdom from the peanut gallery?
Nope. Just hopefully we'll get some 360 footage up soon here. I'm like I said, I'm excited to get that up. So
Has it
I
has
just
it arrived yet? Do I see it
Yeah,
there
I
over your
did.
shoulder?
Yeah, I got a box and I did open it and unbox it, and that's all I've been able to do. So doing setup, while we were getting ready, I did get some setup. So we do have a toy. There's not much to say about it. I don't know anything about it. So I don't know from Adam. So I don't
Well, go fly it somewhere where there is grass or brush just in case.
but yeah, it's a really interesting concept. I don't know. To me, the big problem I see is just editing. I don't. You have to have a different philosophy when you're flying. So I can't go out and go, I'm going to do dad random talking and flying, because what the edit's going to be when it's done is going to be different than what I talked about. There's going to be like, so you almost have to pre kind of script what you're going to do. So I have no
Well,
idea what I'm doing with this, or how I'm going to fly it. I did it because I got all the other stuff. So probably going to fly with I'm going to have to fly with the dildo. So the dildo, which I'm completely against.
and
So
Javi calls it a Nevada 360 Karen finder.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like. I have not a clue about what it's and more than likely I'll have to fly with the RC2, but I don't have a clue. And hopefully by next Tuesday, I'll have an idea about what it takes to edit the footage. So anyway,
All right,
that's where
folks,
that is. So
it
that
is
and I
time. It's taco time.
so yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's how I've got it set up. I've got N3s in the bag. I've got the thing, and then I've got the dildo in there.
Did you order was the N3 or did you order was the RC2?
RC2. Because I got the N3s. I got the goggles 3. I got the RC. I got the original controller 3. I'm actually thinking about getting another controller 3, because that's the way I like to fly it. And I want to have one that stays with the Avata 2, because that's the way I like to fly
That's,
that.
that's one of the things that turns me off on the Avata 360 is
You
the
can't,
lack of a good radio.
yeah, you can't, even with the controller that I have, I mean, I could just as well fly with this. I mean, it's the same freaking concept, I can, I just want to be in the goggles so I can concentrate and see. And so I don't know. I am, I have no expectation, and I do not have an idea about what it's going to be like. So I've
It's
learned
more
nothing from
that
anybody.
you shouldn't go in there with expectations anyway. So
Yeah, I don't. Even from everything that I've seen, I do not know what it's going to be like, and I have not flown the A1, so I don't have a clue. The anti-gravity. So I resisted buying that thing, the anti-gravity. I really don't want to own that. Um, but even though I'm curious, I don't want to have these things I'm not going to fly. I just don't think I'll fly it. This I have a chance flying it because I've got all the other gear. So, all right, I'm gonna go eat.
all right, me too.
Let's go
Everybody,
have
y'all have a
tacos.
good night. We'll see
But
you probably next week.
I'll let you know, Kai, as soon as I get some information about what it is. All I
Yeah.
know is I touched it and turned it on and set it up. So,
Yep. We're all gonna find out what everything's like. I got a lot of shit to main. You got yours to main, and we'll talk about it next
well, there's
next
going to
Tuesday.
be a lot of review videos coming too. There's going to be a ton of people that are like me. They're just going to put it up in the air and probably crash it.
Yeah, I'm already seeing the greatest drone ever.
I I'm not going to give it the greatest drone ever, because I know it's not. From anything I've seen, it is not better than the Avata 2. So
Yeah. No.
I'm going in with some skepticism. All right, man.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
All right.
Bye.